Comment what this is called. And if you call it a plant, it's not what you planted.
When I said that this guy is in spiritual psychosis,
people were saying I'm crazy, I'm an agent of Satan, I'm a seahead.
Online
I've
abuse.
never had a crush on you. Don't get gassed. Never. I'm just nice. You always think people like you. That's your problem. I'm the type of person I would let my ex come back into my life so I can bring you to Jesus. I love you. But it's not an adapting. Don't get gassed. I'm bringing you to the Lord. My dog. But I'm bringing you to the Lord. That's it.
This is the same old story. Instead of them addressing mental health, ABUSE, church cults have been brushing and sweeping this type of abuse under the rug for years. And now there's a shining light on the epidemic that is church cults. I'm sure you've all been seeing the posts from Thanos' page. Quite a few women have come forward making allegations of SA and coercive control. Church cults like Charis enable and endorse this type of behaviour because so many women have come forward that have been essayed and raped in church cult settings. Because church cults lack accountability. They have a us versus them mindset and demonize the world. So I did call it out, and I did say that Steps would show more hyper religiosity and become more radicalized in the group because he's been fed with the doctrine that he's been persecuted. Hence his reference to comparing himself with Jesus
I'm not tired of
Christ.
persecution, but I am glad when I partake in the sufferings of Christ. They did this to Jesus.
This is reeking of spiritual psychosis. Could it be that he's losing a sense of reality due to extreme religious distorted beliefs? We see this disconnect from reality in the lack of accountability that he's shown to the victims and the allegations they've made. Due to the indoctrination, covering this with hyper religiosity, this is where we see the spiritual warfare, the us versus them, the persecution card, delusions of divine punishment, hence the reference to Jesus Christ. What you need to realize about a lot of these mega church cults is that they sell invisible blessings for money, Jay. So a lot of what they teach is absolute human fecal matter. Majority of the doctrine is blasphemous. That's why Steps can sit on the live with the whole world watching, compare himself to Jesus Christ with his whole chest. I think it's alright. Because in Charis church cult, they worship David Antry like a god. So through worshipping a man, they place themselves at the same level as God in their mind. I want to also add that at this time, he could be displaying auditory hallucinations. Now, I'm not saying he is. I'm saying it could be happening. And if it is happening in the Charis church cult environment, they're going to enable and endorse the behaviour. Do you see how mental health exasperates in these church cult environments? And do you know who the ones who suffer the most in the end are? The victims.